out of the blue corner, this fighter holds an official record of 1 wins, opposite of no defeats. Officially weighing in at 76.6 kilos, he hails from Tampa, Florida. He represents Tampa Muay Thai. Give it up for Red Alejandro Torres.
His team is really
Introducing
good.
his opponent. Fighting out of the red corner, this fighter holds an official record of 1 win, opposite of no defeats. He officially weighed in at 75.3 kilos. Coming to us tonight by way of West Palm Beach, Florida. He represents Florida Kickboxing Academy. Please welcome to the ring, Action Jackson Taylor! Your referee in charge, Andrew Glenn.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Freedom Fighter Promotions. I am one of your commentators, Kyle Edwards, and sitting here with me is crew Dave Gomez.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to the fights, ladies and gentlemen. So, kicking off the first fight is going to be Jackson Taylor in the red corner, going up against Alejandro Torres in the blue. Jackson fighting out of the Florida Kickboxing Academy. Then we have Alejandro Torres from the Tampa Muay Thai. Both fighters have just 1 fight apiece, both with W's to their name. What a great sweep by Jackson right there on Alejandro. Both fighters trying to get to the center presence of the ring right now, trying to make each other feel. Now they're up against the ropes. Nice little clinch, some knees to the body.
Jackson is good at playing that long game, and he's a real long guy.
Seems like both fighters are trying to get in tighter, or at least make it a little bit dirty. Both exchanging the clinch position on each other, rotating. Seems like they're down to get dirty. A lot of body shots right now. Those are going to add up later in the rounds.
Absolutely. Especially all these knees.
Nice head kick, just missed. Alejandro with the forward pressure right now.
He's doing a great job of moving in and covering that space. Aggressive style.
But Jackson's doing a good job kind of smothering those punches as they come in, but he's getting a little bit overwhelmed. He's allowing himself to get pushed back. He needs to come forward on our front step a little bit more to start answering.
Oh.
Nice catch.
Good timing on the catch.
Right as we're saying something, he answers. Let's see if he can keep that presence in the middle. Coming in a little wide, Alejandro is right there. But he was able to secure the clinch, both exchanging knees back and forth to the body.
Jackson really wants to keep his space, and Alejandro's doing a good job of pressuring forward, but getting hit on the breakaways.
Nice head kick by Jackson right there to end the round. You know, both fighters seem to put on a lot of pressure on each other right there. It seemed that Alejandro was able to put the forward pressure, but Jackson did a good job of securing the clinch in the need-to-be moments.
It's true, it's true. I think judging this one might be tough, but I'm going to give this one slightly to Jackson for a little more effective knees and stuff.
Young gun don't want that back calling me splurge. Ride me jump right off the curb. Make this man fly like a bird. Spin on the first and the third. Solid, I'm keeping my word. Can't be my equal, I don't know what you heard. Crack up the foreign, I swear. Keep me a stick if they purge. Young gun don't want that, they working my nerves. I'm about to pull some serve. Fucking this bitch like a perm. Smack from the back of a perm. Ice, the bird. Shitting on all you little turds. Can't take that dick, wait your turn. In my own lane, we can't merge. So with no heads, you can learn. Let's see how much you can earn. Why me go big like the worm? And I ain't smoking no shirt. I'm in the beat with P. Liddy. QP.
Round 2 for Jackson Taylor versus Alejandro Torres. Both fighters take the center of the ring. Let's see how they both interact right now, as both of them were trying to compete for that center in the first round.
Good body kick right off the bat from Jackson.
Nice teep, just missed. Nice inside body.
Alejandro coming forward again.
Got caught with that knee by Jackson.
It's true. Oof.
Head kick just missed. Jackson's being really active with his feet in the early going to this fight.
I think that's a good strategy. He's a long guy. He needs to stay out there.
Alejandro is having good pressure, but Jackson seems to be the counter fighter, almost as if he wants that to happen. Because he's not putting that front foot forward, but yet he's the one that is making the damage whenever they interact.
It's true. He's drawing him in.
Oh, but Torres right there with the counter.
Good right hand. Good overhand behind it. Oh.
Great pressure by Torres right now. Jackson isn't answering quite efficiently as he was in that first round. Let's see if Torres can keep that going.
In Thailand, there's a word, they say roop, and it's showing your confidence even in the face of damage. Alejandro is all about it.
Right down the middle. Great knees to the body by Torres. But Jackson staying active with the feet. 3 straight body kicks to Torres. Oh, what do we have here? Stopping.
Looked like a mouthpiece fell out.
Mouthpiece? If it's a mouthpiece, that's a little bit awkward that a fighter would call for a mouthpiece in the action.
For the stop himself. Never seen that.
I almost thought it was a groin strike for a second, but I missed it. But if it was the mouthpiece, that's a little different. Both fighters back in the center of the ring. Both trying to exchange those body knees. Another great body knee by Jackson.
I think Torres really has to keep it in that boxing range if he wants to land damage. He gets into the knees. It's not good for him. Oof.
I believe Torres needs to be in or out. So far, he's been trying to be all the way in, which is actually smothering the kicks by Jackson right now. But there has been times where Jackson's been able to capitalize, especially with him coming in fast and getting those knees to the body. I mean, Alejandro has had his moments, especially pressuring. That round's going to be pretty tough to judge.
Hard. I think I'm leaning towards Torres, though. He had a lot more moments of moving forward. That right hand is doing a lot of work for him.
Especially that first about 45 seconds of the fight, trying to dominate that center of the ring.
Jackson is impressing me, man. He just started fighting not that long ago. I was at his first smoker fight just a few months back, and he's looking great.
No, Jackson definitely is looking tough right now. He's being supremely active with his kicks. It seems like that's what he's looking for, and beyond that, as Torres gets close, he's looking for that counter punch, but he seems to set the tone with the kicks. Legs, body, and head. The head seems to be whiffing at the point. Looks like he's trying to find that perfect moment as Alejandro comes into the center. But as that's happened, when those kicks aren't landing, Alejandro's getting the better of Jackson. He's almost smothering those kicks and getting some points of his own. And that's why I have a 1-1 right now leading into the third.
I agree. Everything we just said, it's a battle of the punches of Alejandro and the kicks of Jackson.
Round 3 starts right now for the Jackson versus Alejandro. Both fighters seem to be feeling each other out.
Jackson's really got to get himself moving forward here. If you let Alejandro run in, oof. Good right hand from Torres.
Great action right now.
Good knees, good clinching with Jackson. He's getting the better of all those knees in the range of clinch.
Both Jackson and Torres seem to be comfortable in the clinch. But they're both landing, and they're both not wanting to separate, it seems like.
I'd love to see Jackson off-balance him and turn him a little bit and set up some of those knees.
Torres is definitely starting to throw some leg kicks right now. A little too late, but I like where he's going with it. He's got to slow down the kicks from Jackson, and a lot of times, kicks cancel out kicks.
Keeping him occupied, yeah.
Exactly. 55 seconds left in the final round, the opening bout of Freedom 17, Freedom Fighter Promotions.
Torres moving in with some aggressive punches. And then getting kicked.
Good pressure by both fighters. Alejandro coming forward, takes a counter left as he comes in, but not before landing 4 of his own. Jackson with a good head kick, but gets pressured by Torres on the answer. Torres is calling for a groin shot right now. I missed it. I couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Is that the second supposed groin shot?
Time, he stops the fight on his own.
Right.
We don't need a ref here. Torres is doing a great job by himself. Andrew Glenn really is a great referee. The referee we have tonight refed one of my fights and a few of my son's fights as well.
Oh, amazing. It's great to have a veteran referee in there, knowing that the fighters are protected and with the experience to hopefully protect the fighters as it goes on a little bit longer. You know? All right, both fighters back in the center. It seems like they both recovered. Jackson pushing forward with the kicks. Nice counter left on the inside as Alejandro comes in. Alejandro answered with a low kick and a straight right of himself. And 0 time left on the clock, but the referee hasn't called it. Not for sure what's happening. We'll take it. There's the end of the 3rd round.
That was a little surprising. But a really good match, good action back and forth.
Great fight, sponsored by Resilient Fightwear, as you saw as the clock came through and transpired. Freedom Fighter Promotions tonight is bringing you Freedom 17. Freedom 17 is the 17th fight under the Freedom Fighter Promotions banner. We have 3 title fights for you tonight, and not only is it 3 title fights, but the #1 main event is for the undisputed welterweight Freedom World title tonight against Luis the Savage Morales versus Marcos Vasquez. Luis, the 147 world champion within Freedom Fight, but also the Intercontinental champion, and Marcos being the Lion Fight veteran himself, coming in challenging Luis for his belts in his own backyard of Florida.
I've never seen Marcos fight, but I'm here from Miami, and I know that Luis Morales is like a legend to us here. He's had a tear around the world. He's fought internationally. He's fought some of the best there is, and he always makes a really exciting show. So I think we have a lot to look forward to.
That's right. Marcos, I know, is a big fan of leg kicks in his past previous fights I've seen. Not only his last Freedom fight, but also the previous fight with the Lion Fight Promotions. He is known for his low leg kicks, so we got to be on the lookout for that. But the reason why Luis is called Savage is because that is him in a hole. He is pressing forward. He has that straight left coming right at you. And if you think that you have his timing down, most of the time you are wrong.
Well,
right?
Coming from a guy who's sparred with him, I've lost a few brain cells on his behalf. His left hand is like a cannon.
Right? So I know everyone here in South Florida is rooting for the Savage, Luis Morales. But Marcos Vasquez is a game competitor. He came here. He's 22-2. Luis 30-8. But Luis has the headlines. He has the belts. He is the Intercontinental champion. He is the world champion. Okay,
Yeah.
so Marcos has his night ahead of him.
We're cut out for him for
Exactly.
sure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after completing the scheduled 3 rounds, we have a split decision for your winner. Fighting out of the red corner, Action Jackson Taylor.
Well, crew, Dave, it looks like Action Jackson Taylor, his kicks were enough to be the deciding factor. I had it 2-1 for him, to be honest with you, but doesn't mean that Torres was coming up short. Torres had some great pressure. He just wasn't pointing up the amount. He wasn't giving up the amount of points that he needed to be able to counteract the kicks and the action from Jackson.
I agree.